Have you ever dreamed of speaking English fluently but felt stuck because you don't have a teacher or you can't afford expensive classes? Do you feel shy when you try to speak? Do you feel that your grammar is weak, your accent is different, and people may laugh at you? If yes, then this video is exactly for you. Because today, I am going to share with you my powerful story, the story of how I spoke English without a teacher. That's right. No tutor. No expensive coaching. No strict classrooms. Just me, my passion, and a few powerful techniques. And here's the best part. Everything I did, you can do too. I want you to watch until the very end, because I'm not only telling my journey, I'm also giving you the exact steps that helped me transform from a shy learner into a confident English speaker. So, if you've ever thought, maybe English is not for me, maybe I need someone to guide me, maybe I'll never be fluent, then please stay with me. This video will show you that you already have everything inside you to learn. Are you ready? Let's begin my story and your inspiration. My struggle with English. I grew up in a place where English was not the main language. Around me, everyone spoke our mother tongue. English was only something we studied in school. The problem? In school, English was treated as just another subject. Memorize grammar rules. Memorize lists of vocabulary. Write essays by copying. No focus on speaking. No real-life practice. I still remember the first time I stood in class to read an English paragraph out loud. My hands were shaking. My throat was dry. I tried to pronounce the words, but they sounded strange. Some of my classmates giggled. My teacher told me, "You must practice more." But how? Nobody told me the right way. That day, when I went home, I felt embarrassed. I thought to myself, maybe English is only for smart students, not for me. But deep inside, I had a dream. I wanted to speak English, because English opens doors. I wanted to talk to people from other countries. I wanted to watch movies without subtitles. I wanted to feel confident in interviews. Have you ever felt that same dream burning inside you, but at the same time felt hopeless because your environment doesn't support you? I felt exactly that. But I refused to give up. The turning point. One evening, while sitting with my notebook, I asked myself one powerful question. Do I really need a teacher to speak English? Or can I find another way? That question changed my life. I realized something very important. Teachers are guides, yes, but they are not magicians. A teacher cannot put English into your brain. You have to do the work yourself. So I decided to stop waiting for a teacher to save me. Instead, I became my own teacher. That day, I promised myself, I will find a way to learn. I will not depend on anyone. I will take responsibility for my English. This mindset was the real turning point. Once you take responsibility, you feel powerful. Once you stop blaming your school, your country, your background, you become unstoppable. My secret weapon, graded readers. Now, let me share the tool that completely changed my English. Graded readers. What are graded readers? They are special English books written for learners. Each book is at a level, beginner, intermediate, advanced. The vocabulary and grammar are adjusted so you can understand without using a dictionary every second. When I discovered graded readers, English suddenly became fun. At first, I started with very simple stories, children's stories with pictures. Some people laughed at me. They said, "Why are you reading baby books?" But I didn't care. I knew I was building my foundation. Day by day, I read one page, then two, then entire chapters. Something magical happened. I began to understand grammar without memorizing. Instead of studying rules like present perfect continuous, I saw how writers naturally used it. Instead of memorizing word lists, I saw words in context. For example, instead of just learning the word journey, I saw how characters used it. She started her journey at sunrise. Suddenly, the word became alive. The more I read, the more confident I became. I read adventure stories, love stories, biographies, even simplified versions of classics. Every time I finished a book, I felt stronger. It was like climbing a mountain step by step. And here's the truth. Reading was not just giving me vocabulary, it was giving me a new way of thinking. If you want to learn English without a teacher, start with graded readers. They are like your silent teacher, your personal guide, always patient, always waiting. Speaking without fear. Reading gave me input, but I knew I had to output speak. But there was a problem. I had no teacher, no speaking partner, no foreign friend. So what could I do? I became my own partner. Yes, I started talking to myself in English. Every morning, I would stand in front of the mirror and speak. Sometimes I described my day. Today I will go to school, then I will meet my friend. Sometimes I acted like a news reporter. Good morning, this is the news. At first, I felt strange. My family thought I was crazy. But slowly, I noticed something amazing. My mouth started to move more easily. Words came faster. Sentences became smoother. That's when I realized, you don't need someone else to practice. You need your own voice. To this day, speaking to myself remains one of the most powerful techniques I ever used. And you can do it too, starting today. Listening like a child. I also knew that children learn language by listening, not by studying. So, I trained my ears. I started with English songs. Even if I didn't understand all the words, I repeated the chorus. I watched movies with subtitles, then without subtitles. I downloaded podcasts and listened while walking. At first, I only understood 20%, then 30%, then 50%. Slowly, my ears adjusted. I remember one magical day. I was listening to a podcast and suddenly I realized I had understood the whole story. No dictionary, no subtitles, just pure understanding. That day, I felt like I had unlocked a new level of my brain. Listening is like exercise. At first, it's heavy, but if you keep lifting, your muscles grow. The same with your ears. And once your ears are strong, your speaking naturally improves. Because your brain has real examples to copy. Writing my own story. Another secret weapon, writing. I bought a simple notebook and started writing a daily journal. Just 3 to 4 sentences at first. For example, today was hot. I studied English. I feel tired but happy. It looked simple, but it was powerful. Writing slowed me down. It helped me notice my mistakes. It forced me to think in English, not translate from my native language. Soon, 3 sentences became 10. Then pages. I wrote stories, descriptions, even letters to myself. This notebook became my silent teacher. It corrected me without judgment. It showed me my growth. If you want to practice writing, don't wait. Start with just 1 sentence today. Building confidence. Knowledge alone is not enough. You need confidence. The first time I spoke English to a stranger, I was terrified. My hands were shaking. My grammar was wrong. But guess what? The stranger still understood me. That moment was life-changing. I realized people don't care about your mistakes. They care about your message. Slowly, I started speaking more. At a shop, in class, online. Each time, my fear decreased. Each time, my confidence grew. Today, when I speak English, I don't think about grammar. I think about connection. And that's the real power of language. Lessons for you. So, my friend, here are the steps you can take for my story. Start with graded readers. Easy books for learners. Speak to yourself every day. Use the mirror technique. Listen like a child. Songs, podcasts, movies. Write a simple daily journal. Don't fear mistakes, embrace them. Do these 5 things every day, and your English will grow faster than you can imagine. Call out to viewers. Now I want to hear from you. Yes, you watching this video. Backhand index pointing right. Do you believe you can speak English without a teacher? Backhand index pointing right. Are you ready to take responsibility for your own learning? If yes, type in the comments. I can learn on my own. Write it. Believe it. Live it. Because the moment you declare it, you make it real. My final words. My journey was not easy. There were days I felt lazy. Days I felt hopeless. But every time I read 1 more page, spoke 1 more sentence, or listened 1 more hour, I was moving forward. Fluency is not magic. It's not talent. It's habit. And today, I am proud to say, I learned to speak English without a teacher. And if I can do it, so can you. Don't wait for the perfect class. Don't wait for the perfect book. Don't wait for the perfect teacher. The right time is now. Take one step today. Pick up a graded reader. Speak one sentence. Write one line. Listen to one podcast. Your future self is waiting. Don't disappoint them. Outro with motivation. Thank you for listening to my story. If this video inspired you, share it with a friend who is learning English. Let's build a community of learners who believe in themselves. And remember, fluency is not a dream. It's a daily habit. This is not just my story. It can be your story too. Stay strong, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and never stop believing in yourself.